guys, and welcome to another Gear His Garage production. And in today's video, we are going to be getting back on the storage rack, whatever the world you want to call it, for the back of Project Overland. Now, the last video that we made on this project was shortening the rack itself and making little tie-in brackets, I guess what you would call them, and getting all that squared away. Now I have actually done a lot more since making this video, just because it's been off and on. It hadn't been, short clips where it's filming anything. But I'm going to give y'all the rundown real quick on what have we been doing. So alright, so as you guys will notice, these right here, I've actually got them painted up on both sides with a nut and bolt through both pieces. Same on the other side. And also, I have welded on these legs. I've got 3 out of 4 of them on, cutting them out of that angled stock that I have right there. But I have angled and I've nutted and bolted them as well, just for safety reasons. I'm going to brace this thing a bunch too, because it is a little bit wobbly. I will have to admit that, but it is what it is. But yeah, that is pretty much where we stand right now on that. I actually had to pause the production of this project, if you will, because I actually ran out of welding wire, and it took me about a week just because of work schedule, stuff like that, having to get home to do stuff, whatever have you. Also, because one location that's closest to me does not have it. So I had to go all the way to another store in another county to get the welding wire that I needed. So I actually just got the welding wire today, so I've been busting at it trying to get this done so that we can go ahead and finish this project, because I want this thing in the back of the Jeep. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see this happening. So, enough of me talking, let's get to it. Alright, so guys, I have here this piece that I just got done grinding all of the rust off of, and that piece is a leftover piece. So I will have to say, you guys are some lucky son of a guns because of what I do for this channel. I cannot tell you how much I cannot stand grinding off rusty metal. I can't. But I do it, so you're welcome. Well, I kind of have to, cause, well, yeah. Any rate, I got that done, and I've got my area where I'm going to weld all grinded down, and I'm going to spit some measurements at you so that this will make sense. I cut all 4 of these to 19.5 inches. I say 19.5 because from this point to this point is 17.5. 18.5, 19.5, that's 2 inches. That is what takes up this space right here where I weld the tab onto this rack right here for strength. That's how I did that. Then obviously, y'all got that measurements for the past video, but that is about all that I have time for tonight to do it. for this video. So I will see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, so it is the next day, but really quick, I'm going to pause this video to give a really special shout out to our local high school in the area. The automotive program, also known as War Eagle Motorsports, has finally came together to build a project that includes all of the other core classes. Yeah, it's what they call the solar powered go-kart, which I think is really freaking awesome. It's they're building a fully independent suspension go-kart, and it's going to be powered by solar panels. They're calling it Project Sunburn, and I mean, this ain't only math. This is science. This is, all kinds of other variables, and so yeah, I'm really, glad that they're finally doing something with that. Um, so yeah, I'm going to run a clip of just what they're doing. So guys, the project that the automotive program is putting on kind of means a pretty good deal to me, simply because I was able to, be a part of taking an automotive program in high school, and not a lot of high schools do that. They have to have their students go to another campus or whatever, an actual shop, to actually get that experience. And I mean, it just amazes me how many parents or whatever, push their kids to go to these, 4, 5, 6 year colleges. There's no problem with that. But I mean, I believed it then when I was a student, and I still believe it now as an adult, that the sooner the better to get, a tool into a kid's hands, to get them acquainted with that sort of trade, I guess, you would say. But to let them kind of experience it for their own, and be able to let them take the wheel to figure out, what exactly they want to do. Because, there's not always going to be a job for a scientist or a math whiz, have you, historian. I mean, really, we're running low on monkeys with toolboxes. So, we need more of them. So, I mean, trade schools never fail. I come from a trade school, 2-year college, working full time. It's not the easiest job in the world, but I'd rather be doing that than sitting at a desk and chair all day, trust me. But yeah, monkeys with toolboxes for the win. Let's get back to work. Alright, so we have gotten this grounded down last night, as I showed y'all. This, if you recognize this point right here in particular, this point marks 5.5 inches from this point to that point, and it's that way all the way around. And the reason why it is like that, or better yet, the reason why I made that measurement, is because from this here fender well to the this trim piece right here is 5.5 inches for that. Alright guys, so all 4 legs are put on, and I had to do a little bit of grinding on about 1 or 2 of them to get them equal, but they are all on. Now the next step is for the paint to dry fully, which takes about 24 hours. So I will be back with this tomorrow, and just putting it in the back of the Jeep. I skipped over the painting process as well as the welding process because, well, I didn't want to bore anyone. Alright guys, so it is the next day, and I got everything finished up, and she is in. Now, I will say that I did get this one all the way over here, and this one has a little bit of space over here, but I did that for a reason, so that I could put more gear like in between here, like I have, like, let's say a machete and a saw or whatever, that I could fit right there and it not be thrown around whenever I'm on the trail or whatever and I hit a bump or whatever have you. So I added this centerpiece in here, which actually came on it when I bought it, but it seems to fit in there quite nicely. I'm really impressed on how this actually turned out. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys like this whole storage, rack, platform, doohickey, whatever in the world you want to call it. Sure. But I really like it. I'm going to put it to a lot of use. So, alright, with that being said, if you like this video, like I say, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you hadn't already. Till next time, Gearheads Garage.